The random visual glitches, the game straight up crashing, being sacked for not signing 3 teenage Bolivians, or the horrible inconsistent CPU gameplay, just to name a few.
This is not a banger. This is not a banger. And I know bangers. I know bangers.
Fear no more, because what I'm about to show you today might be a complete game changer for your offline career mode experience. Guys, I'm sorry if you got the base game of FC24 on PS5 for Christmas, because over here on the PC dark side, we're balling out with mods and tools that single-handedly saved career mode content on YouTube and make this game actually playable. If it wasn't for these absolute lifesavers, you probably wouldn't see 80% of career mode videos online. They probably wouldn't even exist, just because of how much they completely change your experience and give you, the player, control back in these online modes. I'm about to reveal it all today. All your questions, all your comments, I'm going to showcase to you all how it's all possible with 2 free programs. The goated modder in the career mode scene, Aranakdu's FC24 cheat engine, and the FC24 live editor launcher. Lads, I'm literally giving you guys a secret sauce right here. Now, in order for all these mods and tools to actually work in game, you have to do some behind the scenes workings if you want to make it all happen. Basically, in the EA app, you have to click on manage and then view properties and then enter these exact words: dash data path FIFA mod data, paste it into your advanced launch options, click save, and everything you've installed should be working to perfection. I've also got access to FIFA's new realism mod early, so drop a like and hit subscribe if you want to see a fully dedicated video covering everything, including the gameplay mods that actually change the matches and the way FC24 plays. We are really living the dream out here on PC, as I've launched into the game, loaded both programs, and you can already tell that the live editor is in fact working, because we've got this nice little overlay. It's a shortcut that I can trigger on command by just pressing a button. We'll deep dive into a little bit more of that later, but let's just dive straight into a new manager mode and see what's possible. Now, it doesn't really matter what type of career mode you choose. It could be player, manager, created club. However, I will have both programs linked down in the description for you guys to download, like I said, completely free, but you do need to load up the live editor in order for all the mods and the cheat engine to actually work alongside the game. It just coincides with the launch process and is needed for all the mods to actually activate. Once all the programs are installed and loaded into the game, oh man, you are opened up to a whole new world. It's like taking the training wheels off, and I want to showcase to you the full potential of these tools, not only the mods that I have installed, but these other programs that are running in the background and doing their thing. Now, you saw the live editor early. Now I'm going to introduce you to the cheat engine. It generates an in-detailed user interface where you can edit not only players but teams precisely and very specifically, and also a bunch of other features which we'll go into detail with throughout the video. And the live editor is what is basically used to make sure this can all run whilst you're operating in the game, and just completely avoid the EA anti-cheat that they added back in FIFA 23. I know this is all confusing for you console players, but just stick with me. Now, one of the biggest issues and questions I see from you guys down in the comments below is that you're always getting sacked. You're following these board objectives and you're still getting fired. You can't avoid these random, incomplete, just utterly terrible board objectives that they give you every season. Some of them are just absolutely stupid. Like, how are you expecting me to win a trophy with Spurs whilst also reducing player wages nearly £500,000 a week? It's just absolutely brain dead at times, and these aren't even the worst ones. And if you guys go on to ignore these, your manager popularity rating goes down the drain. But what this allows you to do is, if you click on manager, you can make your manager unsackable. That's right, you can have a perfect board rating to ensure that you keep your job no matter what. So we're going to sim ahead a couple of days, and it's already taken place. And as long as you have that unsackable tab clicked, you're going to have an excellent 99 rated manager. The board is just going to love you no matter what you do. If you get relegated, if you sell all your best players, the board is still not going to sack you. It's an absolute godsend that pretty much 99% of career mode YouTubers use, because it saves you from getting sacked in rebuilds. It keeps you at the helm regardless, no matter what. Your job is never at risk, basically. And that seems to be probably the #1 struggle for all you console players. However, look, it's not perfect. I have seen glitches before where I get sacked even though the unsackable mode is ticked, but there is a way to bypass it. And you've probably seen it online in videos before, but you can generate job offers with the cheat engine. So, for example, we don't want to get sacked by Spurs, and if we do, we can put in the specific club team we want that job offer to arrive from. So we load up this database with all the team IDs, all the code and numbers you need. Tottenham's team number is 18, so that's exactly what we're going to type in, and voila, just like that, we go into browse jobs, and the Spurs job offer is there just in case we get sacked. We can just reapply, and boom bam, you're back in the game. And that goes with the international management too. So for Portugal, their number is 1354. That's exactly what we're going to paste into the program. The cheat engine will read it, and now just like that, we have an international job opening, and of course it's from Portugal, which we're going to accept. For some reason it says the 1st of January 2008, but that's just a visual glitch, and our contract will expire in 2100. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be alive by then, but okay, I'll accept those terms, and there you go, without having to jump through all the hoops and wait for your favorite offers to come by. You have full control. You get to choose who and when you want to manage. Keep in mind, I'll have this team ID list linked down in the description below for you guys to check out. It's from FIFA 23, but pretty much everything stayed the same. Now, another aspect of career mode that the player base don't really seem to love all too much is the global transfer network that was introduced back in FIFA 14, and just all the player scouting you have to do to find out overalls, to get more detailed reports on players, and to see all their attributes. It actually takes quite the toll on your transfer budget. So in order to avoid all that financial burden, and just to make things more quick and easy, because who the hell wants to stare at a bunch of question marks when you're trying to sign a player, we're going to open up the trusty cheat engine again and go all the way down to global transfer network, where we can then reveal player data. So scouting players is not needed. After we've activated it, we're going to sim forward a couple of days and see this tool in action. You guys don't believe me, and there we have it. Every single player of every single league, of every single team, we have all their stats in detailed transfer market values, everything you want to know before signing a player, and just removes the annoying GTN scouting out of the game completely. And it's a tool, trust me, that I use in every single video since FIFA 21, since FIFA 20 even. These tools have been around for ages now, and finally I'm gonna put you guys on. And where this no scouting tool comes in handy is when you're searching players in your save and you just click on free agents, whether you're 5 years deep and a random regen spawns in there that's already like 85 rated with 95 potential, you'll be aware of all the hidden gems and the next superstars when scouting gets completely taken out of the equation, but it's all optional. Another worthwhile feature this offers is that you can, whilst in your save, completely customize your overall club budget, whether it's to sign more players in the transfer market, more coaches, hell, even more scouts or youth academy scouts if you want to. You can give yourself more money, less money, bankrupt yourself, give yourself the maximum amount of funds just so you can buy anyone and everyone. It is just an awesome tool to have at your disposal. And over here in club finances, it's one of the first options. You can see it's going to display your current funds. And let's just say I don't want anything, I want zero. Take all my money. You can see with one click of a button, there you have it. We've got nothing in the bank. I guess it kind of serves as more of a tougher challenge, and even gives yourself a little transfer ban. I don't think you can give yourself debt though. Minus $100, I don't know. Let's just test this out. I haven't even tested this out before, and no, that gives yourself 4 billion. You can't force yourself into debt, but you can give yourself 4.2 billion pounds in the kitty bank. I'm pretty sure you can buy every single player in the world with that kind of money. Those are like two opposite ends of the spectrum, and that number can be changed and customized throughout any point of the season. And the next feature I wanted to bring to your guys' attention was in terms of the transfer market. When it comes to signing players, we've all experienced it. You're in negotiations, you've got someone on your shortlist, and they've been poached by another club, snatched from under your grasp, and like a thief in the night, they've accepted another deal. And what usually happens is you can't approach them. You have to wait till the next transfer window, or at times even a whole year. Let's just say, for example, Sasha Bowie, originally of Galatasaray, has moved to AC Milan in this transfer window. And what you can do, just in general, it can be a player which the club has just blocked offers from completely. You scroll right down here to Transfer Hub, and you go allow transfer approach, and you can also allow loan approach. So usually if you try and loan a player that's above 80 overall, you're just gonna get slammed, rejected. You're not even allowed to do it. For the purposes of this video, I'm choosing Di Marco. There's no way that Inter let him out on loan, but with this feature enabled, it lets us approach Inter for a loan and see if they're gonna actually accept it. We'll just do a basic dry loan, which you can never really do for an established player. Usually it's only open to youth talents and players that are just not in the first team system. You can never do it in career mode. You see it sometimes in real life. It doesn't always happen, but we're gonna agree with a deal, and just like that, it works for not only permanent transfers, but loans. Let's just say you're Brighton and you know that you've signed Valentin Barco in the real life transfer market, but Man City of all clubs have gone after him and poached him in your save, you can intercept the deal and offer in straight away and not be blocked from approaching for however many seasons. It just gives you the option and the freedom to know that if Spurs complete a real life January signing like Radu Dragusin, who's been heavily linked to the club, no matter what the case is, you can approach and actually buy them. Another fun little feature it gives you access to is when it comes to release clauses. For players like Bellingham, they've got a £500 million release clause in there. 510 mil is pretty much just unaffordable for every single club. Not that I've used this too often, but in this transfer hub, change release clause value to 1. So we're hovered over Bellingham. Now we're going to activate that £1 release clause. We've changed the Englishman's price tag to £1. And there you go. You can skip automatically and pay £1. Not that it's realistic at all, but it's just a nice little fun feature to have if you're short on cash and just want the best players. Another cool little underappreciated quality of life update that you get from being on PC, it's not really an update, just a nice little feature to have, is that you don't even need to use your controller to type. You can just, type by using your keyboard. And by using the cheat engine plus some mods, you can just edit players' names completely. The first and last name, their date of birth, everything about them is customizable. Nothing is locked. You get a fully complete player editor, and like I'm going to showcase to you, you can change someone's last name. So Christian's gone from Romero to Romerinho. Just like that, you click advance and it's all applied. Now, as you can see, it's the start of the season. We're gearing up for our first Premier League match. And in order to boost morale, you have to manually go into every press conference and try to get your players happier. And in order to keep them at top sharpness, you have had to have played some pre-season friendlies and rotate your team and also adjust every single player's training plans. However, with the cheat engine at our disposal, what we can do to the team is basically adjust their fitness, morale, form, and sharpness all in one go. So for fitness, I want them to restore to full after every training session. I want to heal all players and refill every single player's energy. So that means if any player gets injured or is still tired from the last game, their energy bar is going to be full and they're just going to be fresh for the game. In terms of morale, so I don't have to do any press conferences, I just make every single player very happy and leave it locked. Form, it doesn't really matter for form really, but I just want every player to be in excellent form so they make the most and grow from their development plans. And in terms of sharpness, go to my team and then select 100 sharpness, which you're going to see come into effect after we back out from this screen. And there you go, 100 fitness, 100 sharpness, and everyone is very happy. Just by doing that, a few clicks of the button, the more we play around with the cheat engine, the more power we get. It's not just a visual thing. Every single player is max happiness, max form, and max stamina every single week, every single match day. Now we can go into this match confidently knowing that we haven't done anything besides click a few buttons behind the scenes and it's done all the work for us. Unfortunately, this realism mod doesn't bring back the pre-match loading screens, the players walking out of the tunnel, or the pre-match lineups. There's only so much modders can do, and it can't even cure glitches like this where you just see random free agent kits pop up in the cutscenes. It saved the game, but only to a certain extent. Now, when you're in the game, the cheat engine can also work its magic. These are the kind of features you can activate. You've got a match timer, which you can just completely end the half entirely. You can freeze the game. So let's just select freeze the time and see what happens. Yeah, you can just see the game completely freeze in on itself. It can't pass 2 minutes. You can literally just play the entire match forever. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but the option is there. But yeah, the match timer just doesn't go out. You could just also reset the game timer completely. So I assume once we skip all the gold cutscenes and animations, we're just going to go straight back to 0. And yep, we've kicked it off and the time has just been reset. I feel like the Time Lord. I feel like a wizard. Just in case you want to buy yourself some more time, and we can also just end the half right there. So let's resume the game and I'm sure the half will just end. And bam, just like that, with the click of a button, we're at halftime. You console guys, you're missing out big time. And it also allows us to have unlimited substitutions. So let's just say I'm angry with my team at halftime. I want everyone off. I want to change the squad entirely and just play a whole brand new team. It is available to me. I'm literally changing every single position. And now for the second half, a whole new team is about to take the field. What you can also do is customize the number of goals you've scored, which I haven't really tested out. So we're just going to say 100. Give me 100 goals. I want to see that on the scoreboard. So I assume it's going to take some time to actually activate. Oh no, it has. The home team have scored 100. Brentford. I put it for the wrong team. This is not very good. It doesn't even fit on the scoreboard. Sorry, Spurs fans. I didn't mean to let you suffer like this. It's just to showcase the power of the cheat engine at play. And it's going to show up on the board, isn't it? Yeah, 100. No, it doesn't even go past 100. I guess there answers the question. You can't score more than 100 goals in a match. The scoreboard just glitches and doesn't let you go past it. Nah, now here's a more respectable respectable scoreline I can put up with. Something else you can do to burden the other team, just in case they're pissing you off or you just hate the opposition you're coming up against, you can disable their own substitutions, so no one is getting put on from Brentford. The manager and the team are left helpless thanks to this. And another feature that this mod allows you to do is have a free fly camera when you go into the instant replay theater. I'm going to check it out for the first time today, and once you hit instant replay, when you go to orbit, you can basically just do anything. You could go out the stadium. You can fly. Oh my god, where am I going? I'm trying to get to grips with how to control this, but this is just the most trippy experience I've ever seen. This in VR would go off. I don't know where I'm flying to. There seems to be like a beach or a lake over there. Some apartments. I'm just going on a trip. I'm going on a journey. It just keeps going. I can see the stadium from afar. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm Spider-Man, bro. Swinging through the city. And it just keeps on going. You can see the city just continues. There's more apartment buildings around here. There's a clock tower over there. This has probably been one of the best stadiums to do it at. This has been one of the most recently added stadiums, so there's so much more stuff going on in the background. I can emulate the view of people watching the game from their apartment. I'm inside one of these apartment walls right now, and I'm pressing play. You can see the game go on in the background. You can literally just view the game from on the roof. Yeah, it's still going on in the background, and this free fly camera is actually just insane. I want to keep exploring though. This has got me thinking. This has got me wondering. Oh, this is just, there's a whole city. There's a whole town back here. You can see everything in the background from the stadium, everything outside the stadium. Can we get much higher? So high. This feels like a trip. This feels like a fever dream, bro. What has my life come to? I'm literally in the sky. This looks like a miniature model. Oh, wow. This is amazing. And you can see the game from up here. Look, the little dots are moving. Oh my god. It's an entire globe. It's an entire world. I'm in the sky. I'm in the... This is how Peter Crouch must feel when he watches games. Oh my god. It keeps going. I'm about to enter a new dimension. So let's go... actually like inside the stadium and see what's back here. All right, we've got like the press conference room, we've got the crowd up there. So it's just the crowd in the stands, and then basically everything's just empty back here. You haven't got the actual locker rooms or anything like that. I mean, it's pretty cool, but I thought I would find something else back here. Oh my god, you could just spend all day doing this, man. What have I got myself into? Oh, there you go. I've backed out into the sim or into the match view, and we've still got the same score line. What is it going to change when I just jump to the result? Just because I've jumped to the result, it's just set the game back to normal. It's all my fault. It's not the mod's fault. Something else that this cheat engine just completely revitalizes is a new feature in career mode this year, and that's your team strategy, your tactical vision. It basically just makes hiring coaches and your entire coach management an absolute breeze. It's hard to find that perfect 5-star coach in every category, especially when it comes to your specific tactical vision. This is only a problem though without mods. So basically whatever stars you get, that is what you're stuck with. Your coach can't get better. They are just forever a 1-star in that department, or a 2-star, or just anything below 5. However, what I'm going to do is hire every single coach, no matter how good they are, no matter what tactical vision they specialize in. My staff capacity is 13 because I am a big team, but for smaller teams, it makes it even harder because you can only sign upwards of like 6 or 5. And we've got every single coach hired. We're running at full capacity. They're not really the best coaches on the market, but I've just done it to showcase what you can do with this cheat engine. So if you scroll up and click on the coaches tab, you can pretty much just make every single coach perfect, and that gives them 5-star, 5-star and everything, and also changes them to gold status in your current tactical vision. So we're going to back out, simulate a couple of days, and see it take place in real time. You might even have to wait till your next match day, so we're just going to keep on simulating. They don't become perfect straight away. So once we get out of another game, we go to our team strategy, and just like that, every single coach is golden with 5 stars in every department. You can try and transfer some to other areas and just mix and match and just play around with them. And no matter how much money you spend, your ideal number of stars in every department is going to be fulfilled. But that's way better than when you start off the base game. You have to wait for coaches to become available on the market. It's a struggle. Another cool little quality of life update, a minor feature, but this tool allows you to release players for nothing. So it doesn't affect your transfer budget, and it's also unlimited. I believe in previous career modes, it only allowed you to release like 2 or 3 players every season. They actually fixed it in this career mode where you can release however many players you want, but it still costs money. As we know, Hugo Lloris is moving to LA Galaxy or into Miami, wherever he's going into the MLS. So I just want to release him, get him off the wage bill, make him a free agent, and we're going to release him for £0. It doesn't affect our financials whatsoever, and we can continue on and forget he even existed. Here's another situation where the cheat engine just comes in clutch. You can see there, Rodrigo Bentancur, he's copped a torn calf muscle injury, and he's out for 4 months. So basically what you can do is go into your team management, select heal all players. You just have to click it again for it to activate and actually heal Bentancur. And just like that, he is back ready in action for the next game. The medical team have cured him and that problem is no more. We all know everyone loves the Youth Academy and finding the next best youth superstars from random countries. I've already gotten a 5-star scout available to me, but if I wanted to hire another one, again, kind of like the coach situation, you have to wait for the perfect one to arise. It's like only 5 options and some of them are absolutely terrible. This cheat engine has you covered when it comes to hiring scouts in the Youth Academy, because you can hire free 5-star scouts, and you can also actually go in detail with them and select their nationality, select how many stars they have. But just on the basis of that feature alone, we go back into it and everyone costs absolutely nothing and everyone is 5-star. And another aspect of the Youth Academy this tool allows you to bypass is the minimum call-up age. We all know if you've got a 15-year-old in the academy, you can't promote him to the senior team because he's just too young. However, in real life, we've seen that completely be broken. Like, for example, Francesco Camarda for AC Milan, he's just made his debut at 15, so why can't we do it in career mode? It's just not fair. So with the help of the cheat engine, we can change the minimum age for promotion. I can just set it to, like, I don't know, 13. Once we confirm all that, we can now promote the South African Jabu Nkosi. Once we select promote to the senior team, it's done. The 15-year-old is there, and we can do the same with this guy Smith, the center forward. And just for proof, they're both there in the senior squad, ready to play. Now, one of the main complaints from career mode fans is when it comes to setting up a scouting network for Youth Academy talent, is that you're limited to the number of countries you can explore and actually visit. Recently in FIFA 21, they added a couple more spots in the rest of Europe, but there are still way more countries that aren't actually available to you in scouting. So pretty much this mod allows you to scout from any country, so it doesn't really matter what you select, as long as you select something, the duration, the type, what kind of player you want, what position. We're just going to go out for a 9-month search, technically gifted type player. Once you have that set up, you can go in and send scout to any country, and that's exactly what I want to do. Let's just show you the complete bottom of the barrel, the worst nation in the world, San Marino, and the cheat engine is going to do its thing in the background. So I've sent one guy to San Marino, another scout to the Solomon Islands, and sent another one through to Samoa. And just because we can, I can allow multiple scouts in the same country, so I can send all 3 to San Marino. I can make it so that the scouting mission doesn't cost anything. I can make them have 15 players per report. I can set a specific age range I want the scouts to come back with. So let's go, we want players like 12 to 16 or even higher. We can go 12 to 17. We can give them all a potential range. We can make them have a 100% chance for 5-star weak foot and 5-star skill moves, and we can also have them reveal their overall and potential, so no scouting is needed. And we can also generate a brand new report every single day if we wanted to. That's how in-depth and that's how specific and how much customization you can whittle things down to. I've generated a new report, and then you can see there scout reports are available already. It's barely been a day and we can view some wonder kids from the Solomon Islands, and that's what I mean when it says it reveals both their overall and potential. We've got Mason Alexander, who is currently sitting at a 36 overall but has a potential of 93, and the report just keeps on going and going because I've selected a 15-person report. So we are seeing some absolute beauties in here. I haven't got the Youth Academy name pool mod installed right now, so you know everyone's kind of got the same name. You're limited to that default name pool. However, it just completely revolutionizes what you can do with the Youth Academy and all your youth scouts. Let's go check in on San Marino, where we've asked for a technically gifted player, and boy, we have got a few. We're getting players as young as 12, as old as 17. We could make a full teenager starting 11. I'm sure Adam Johnson would get around it because we can promote anyone at any age. So we're just going to make our own Youth Academy powerhouse right here. 94 potential, 88, 93. Who knew San Marino was a gold mine for talent? And last but certainly not least, the physically strong category from Samoa. And boy, we have got some contenders right here. Every single player is called Lima in Samoa, apparently. This is just... I think this goes to show more of the EA Youth name pool than it does the mods, because it's doing its job. It's just working with what EA have given them. And without that youth player name pool mod, which adds over thousands of Youth Academy names to the game, this is what you end up with if you scout in these like obscure, exotic type countries, because you can't actually do this in base game FIFA. We have already filled up the Youth Academy. We've maxed it out at 16 players, and I wish there was a way to increase this capacity you could take in your academy, but not even this mod can save us, as we've got players as young as 12 that can be promoted to the senior team. Afanto Lima from from Samoa, a CDM slash centre back with over 99 potential. We're promoting a 12-year-old to the senior team. Not a sentence I want to be caught out of context saying, just for the purposes of this video, for research purposes. We've got Eduardo Fiore from San Marino, the 14-year-old who has the slide tackle playstyle plus. So it is possible for your youth academy scouted talent to come through with a few playstyles in the mix, but you've got to be lucky. So these features are perfect for like a youth academy only career mode. If you just want to focus on scouting, it gives the academy a much needed overhaul and a well overdue updates. Now what I love about the cheat engine is that it allows you to edit players outside your squad and actually have an in-detailed control over their career. So we all know Giorgio Chiellini, unfortunately, is hanging up the boots this season, and if you want to keep that realism going in your save, because EA are late and haven't really done anything to the squads, we go to the player editor. It's going to bring up Chiellini right here, and what you can do is just completely change everything about him, from his player info to his attributes to the playstyles plus his cosmetic appearance in game, accessories. You can clone him. But what I wanted to showcase just in Giorgio's case was that he is actually retiring. So we're going to change this from no to yes. We're going to apply those changes, and at the click of a button you can see what we've just done. We've made him retiring at the end of the season, and just like that you won't see that glitch where players over 40 just never retire. Once you load up into the next season, you'll get Chiellini's regen available. What's even better about this player editor though is that if you're in an old save that hasn't had the title update and all the new faces that get added into the game aren't applied to your old career modes, you can directly intervene. And for example, we've got Udoji right here, and just by changing 2 areas of his appearance, we go down to this section, has high quality head, we click yes, we go down to head class code and change that to 0, and once we apply those changes, we see that he's been edited. Literally, you just flick up and down, and just like that, he has his game face scan. And this goes for all players. Let's just say I wanted to give Kulusevski the face scan of a completely different player. All you gotta do is change a few numbers around, apply those changes, and see them directly have an effect in real time, in action. And yeah, we've changed Kulusevski's head to Paolo Maldini. We're living in an alternate reality right now. It is just what's possible with PC mods. It's silly, it's stupid, you probably won't ever do this, but it's there for you to have fun with. Let's start giving you playstyles, which was another massive thing you guys kept commenting. Right here we have the access to both playstyles and playstyles plus. So let's just say I wanted to give him every single playstyle plus, every single playstyle. I can go ahead one by one and select every single one. I can change his position, so maybe I just want him to play as a left winger. I can adjust his work rate, so I'm changing defensive to low and keeping attacking at high. Make him have 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, increase his contract length, gonna make him valid till 2035, change his strong foot to his right, change his nationality even. Let's just make him from Sao Tome and Principe, adjust his potential, adjust his age. I want to make him 21 again, and you know, give him a 92 potential. We apply those changes, we click OK, we back out, and all those changes are right there in front of us. He can play at left wing, he has potential to be special now, his nationality's changed, and he has now signed an 11-year contract at Spurs. That's 11 years without trophies, my boy. I hope you're prepared, and probably what you've all come to see is all those playstyle pluses. They all show up and pop up on his profile. There's so many, in fact, that you can't even scroll down and see more. The list just keeps on going. You have to go straight to team management, and you can see all of the playstyle pluses applied. He is an absolute monster. Sao Tome and Principe have an absolute diamond on their hands. Make him a sweeper, which is just a position you can't train for some stupid reason. It's been like that for ages, but we can make him have 4 preferred positions, and Kulusevski can now play as a sweeper. Let's give him an £1 billion release clause for time's sake. Make him a crucial first team player without going into contract negotiations. There you have it. He's a crucial first team member, and he has a ridiculously low release clause. But just to point out that we didn't have to go through all the contract negotiation cutscenes, we could just all do it from the program itself. I don't know, I never really used the teams editor, but what it allows you to do is basically just go in depth to every single squad, every single team in your career mode save, and just change like their specific stats about them. So like their foundation year, their rival teams, their club worth, the stadium capacity, change the overall of the club, change their complete career mode ID. Like I said, I'm not going to dive in depth to that because I've never really used it before, but the option is there. Now, another absolute game changer that the cheat engine allows you to bypass is that the 15 season time limit you get in career mode this year. Once you hit 2038, your manager is forced to retire, and like every single career mode in FIFA before it, you get kicked out of the game, you get a half-assed farewell, a half-assed email. Nothing really comes of your career, you can't go past 15 years. So what we're going to do now is make our manager not only unsackable, but never retire. So right now, at the end of 2038, or at the end of the 37-38 2038 season, we don't have to retire. We can keep going to season 16. Oh, we can even go to 2050 and just bypass the limit. It doesn't say end career. We can just end season and load up straight into a brand new campaign. And there you have it. The mod is in action and working. And to be honest, I've left one of my favorite features till last. That's what I love doing, just simming through the years and see what takes place in the footballing world. And the deeper you go, the longer it takes and the harder it's going to be to simulate into a brand new season. And hey, there we go. We're into season 38-39, and that's another thing you can't do in the base game of FIFA. Career mode on PC, like, if you're not convinced now, it's just on a different level. It's just on a different universe to the console. I'm surprised my PC hasn't crashed after I've selected all these options and they're all activated at the same time. That is all when it comes to career mode. Well, at least the manager side of the game. But don't you fret, because this tool is not just for manager mode. We've got some nice little options and features in player career as well. Right here, we've got ourselves Gwok Jr. and his career is about to be completely overhauled with mods. I know player career mode this year is dusted. It's absolutely terrible. But let me just showcase to you what this cheat engine tool can do for you and your player career mode experience, because I don't really play it all too much normally, but with these new features, I might actually give it a go. Now, as you load up your new player career save, it's pretty much everything you're used to. Random cutscene glitches, the players warming up, the training, everything going down on the player introduction. But I've loaded up the cheat engine again, and you only have two options really. You've got what you can do in training. You can customize your grade achieved every day, and you also have options when it comes to your agent, personality, club reputation, nation reputation, and skill points. So we're going to select the agent tab and just have the objectives bypassed. So if they don't score however many headed goals they want me to score, I can just keep playing with my team and it won't force me out on loan, or it won't force me to another club. I can just stay at the current team I'm at and not really stress about any of the player objectives, because I can bypass them, baby. I can adjust my wages and my current funds in my bank account. So if I wanted to give myself however much money that is and increase my wage up to like 20k a week, I can do that. We simulate ahead a couple of days. Look how much money just came into my bank account. 25 million I've made in just 3 days. And it's also had an effect on my wages, because the boy is only 14. I forgot to even mention that. I can make him younger than the intended age, and at 14 the kid is already a millionaire. Another fun feature is that I can unlock 999 skill points, basically the max number you need to unlock everything in the game. I can unlock every slot for playstyles, so Maverick, Heartbeat, and Virtuoso. Can I change my personality on the fly? And it looks like I've unlocked every single playstyle and trait in the game. Yeah, there you go. I've got 7 playstyle slots. They're not playstyles plus, but it's already more than what you already achieve at the first glance. It basically unlocks your leveling, unlocks your growth. However, with player training, it also allows you to just pretty much grade achieved XP. I can have whatever value. Let's just make it like, I don't know, 99.9. Does that give me an A straight away? Does it give me a whole lot of XP? We're going to simulate all. We're going to advance, and we pretty much, oh no, we get a D. Okay, so, but I got 165 skill points, so maybe that's how you get your skill points. You just have to keep doing these trainings all over again. Yeah, I can just unlock pretty much everything straight away, straight off the bat. Make myself have every single attribute, unlock certain traits and play styles, unlock flair, unlock 5-star weak foot, and it just keeps on going and going. I'm literally doing this all in one go. That is how powerful the cheat engine lets you be. No one is stopping me. I'm like Thanos with all the infinity stones. Just keep them coming. 5-star skill moves. We've got pretty much all of our attributes upgraded. Even defending, I don't care. I've got the skill points to use. We're just gonna buy everything. Oh no. Oh, I thought my game crashed, bro. It's getting so laggy because I kept unlocking everything. And now we're already 90 overall. We've grown 50. We've already hit max level. We've still got 99 skill points to spare. Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder. He's pretty much the perfect player. And with the power of mods, with the power of this tool, we have owned everything. We have unlocked every single thing in the skill tree. And as we back out, what does that make us? We're still 90 overall. So I thought we'd get to 99 at 14 years of age. 99 overall. Gwok Jr., he's a baller. He's a complete anomaly. Let's go to my career and see what my player value is. My market value is only 3.9 million. That's got to be a glitch. I've got 25 mil. I can basically buy everything in the shop too. Nothing is out of reach for my player because we are basically a millionaire. Hell, I can even make him a billionaire. Hold up. And with a few changes, I've made it official. Oh, baby. I've got billions in the bank at 14. This kid must be the most popular guy in school right now. Investments. What do I need to invest in? I'm already a billionaire. We've pretty much just completed player career mode with a few clicks. You can also adjust your starting roles. You want to keep starting in the first team, you can just lock it on being in the starting 11 at all times. So we're going to activate that. We're going to do some more training and absolutely just rack in all this XP. There you go. We're in the starting 11. Green boosts all across the page and player career mode is saved. So basically, no matter how bad you perform, no matter how how many objectives you don't hit. You can see my player, I mean, he's probably hit most of his objectives. Oh, I take it back, probably not. He hasn't scored a finesse goal. He hasn't scored any first time or headed goals. He's only hit the matches in the starting 11 objective. But here's the real test to see if the mod actually works and kicks into gear at the end of the season. Does it bypass everything, or is it going to force me to go out on loan? How has Manchester United won the Champions League? Contract expired. Change club. I have to change club. Okay, maybe it hasn't fixed it. Maybe I haven't bypassed anything. Okay, that kind of sucks. After further investigation, I think player career mode is just unsavable, and I'm forced to transfer. I'm forced to sign a contract. God dang it, guys. I thought we were onto a winner there. I don't know if that's an L for the cheat engine or an L for player career, but okay, take that as what you will. And I don't know what to tell you. For FC25, you've got about, what, 8-9 months to invest in a brand new PC, download these programs, and experience these offline modes in a brand new light. And if you aren't convinced by what I've shown you in today's video, I don't know what to tell you. I think I'm just preaching to the choir right here. For me, I can't go back. The game is literally unplayable if I decide to go back to PS5 or Xbox. That's why I've been recording all my videos on PC from about FIFA 20. Because look at all the options you get. Look what you can customize. Look what additions you can add to the game. And it doesn't stop there. With the live editor, you can access straight players, teams, transfer history, the database. You can go into the Lua engine, the file browser, and go deep into the depths of the code of the game. That stuff is a little bit more complicated, a bit past my pay grade. If you guys went on to enjoy this one and love this FC24 modded content, the career mode universe on PC, make sure to drop the video a like down below, hit subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on any content arriving to the channel, because trust me, we're going to be playing around with more realism mods, gameplay mods, and just all the new features that come out for the Euros whenever that drops. So keep it locked and loaded on the BCHD channel. Turn on the bell so you never miss out on any features. And what else should I explore with the cheat engine, the live editor? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll leave all the links down there this time. And as always, I've been your boy Sir BCHD. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video. Bye bye.